Why did I come online looking so depressed? What? Oh my god, the blush is on too. Okay, we're back. Hello, it is everyone's favorite Fox, QB, woo. And we are back with drawing VTubers as Sonic the Hedgehog characters. Last time I drew my own beautiful face, which I'll go ahead and zoom in. Nyeh. Yeah, I drew my own beautiful face. But today we are doing one of my favorite VTubers, ironmouse, because she won the poll. I didn't. Oh, yay! Hi, Blue Guy! Welcome back! Stream time! Hell yeah! Okay, just want to check. How's my audio, y'all? Do I sound decent? Do I sound quiet enough? I hope so. Well, we'll see. In any case, like I mentioned, we're doing ironmouse today, and I have a few of her references. I decided I'd go ahead and go with her punk look, because it's one of my favorite recent models she has had. And I was like, sort of like just generally sketching ahead of time. Like, I think I have the body structure a bit more down since last time. So I wanted to go ahead and do it this way so that maybe we could get to shading in the same stream. But we shall see. I also just grabbed a whole bunch of varieties of Sonic the Hedgehog characters just for reference. I want to figure out Rouge's shape really quick. Yeah, it's just a circle. Her boobs are just ovals. Big ol' ovals. And I was thinking, I've actually seen other streamers and artists do VTubers as Sonic characters before. I decided to look up this during the break. And I found a lot of folks who did ironmouse and did her pretty straightforward, like just her design. I thought it'd be kind of cute if we actually made her a mouse for the sake of this. A mouse demon, I guess, is a bit more accurate. So that's the idea we're going with. I struggled very heavily to find any Sonic characters that were mice that looked decent. All of the Sonic characters that I could find that were mice looked so sleazy or creepy or whatever. Like, there weren't any cute ones. So we're gonna have to go off the rails a bit for this. So let's go ahead and work this out. Oh, we're adding joints. I forgot this is a Sonic character. We don't need joints. It's just noodles, baby. She has... I think we're gonna go ahead and do this version of her socks because I think it looks really cool with the buckles and all. Might be a little tricky to simplify that into a Sonic-y style, but we're gonna do our best here. Oh, that leg does not look right. That leg looks too stringy, even for Sonic. I'm like sort of basing a little bit of her design on Rouge. I feel like Rouge the Bat is a bit curvier than her. But like Rouge is the only Sonic character I found that has tits. So like, this is the best I can do. Also, her leg looks broken. Rouge's. So let's go ahead and play with this a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and stretch this leg out a little bit more so it looks more like it's extending. And not just that she has a weirdly shaped leg. I think I'm also gonna have to adjust her body shape a little bit here. Cause yeah, we're pretty much gonna have to go Oda One Piece style in a little bit of this. I'm wondering if I made her legs too long, but we're gonna- Noodles! That's just the Sonic style, it's noodles. So I think I'm working pretty well with this. I do like this so far. I think we're gonna go ahead and extend her body a little bit. It's gonna look slightly more Blaze the Cat than Rouge, but I think that'll work. Oh, fun fact, according to one of my friends, that Blaze the Cat is self-conscious about her lack of chest. So that's funny. It's relatable. I too am self-conscious about my lack of chest. And people will be like, well, you'll have back issues if you're a bit more extended. And I'm like, I already got back issues, honey. Like, I at least want to get something for my suffering, you know? Let's go ahead and extend her arm like this. And you know what? Since we're doing her punk outfit, I think I want to go ahead and give her her microphone. Let's go ahead and see how that works. We have to break the noodles just a bit for that, but like Sonic characters' arms are like super heckin' long anyways. I heard that joke before about Blaze or something along, yeah. As for what QB is drinking today, she is drinking bubble tea she made herself. It is rose strawberry flavored. It's delicious. Also, if my tracking seems a little bit weird right now, it's because of the angle of my tablet in reference to my computer. So just the more you know. Because this is Sonic, her arm is going to have to be... Her hand is going to be really big. Comparatively. Oh my god! Erased much more than I want to. There you go. There you go, that's looking cute. That's looking super cute. Something about her shape is still bothering me though. I'll see if I can fix it in another pass. I think it's because I gave her way too much shoulder and way too much neck. Sonic characters really don't have that much neck, if any at all. That looks a bit better. She's a mouse, but we're gonna give her a devil tail that looks like a mouse, so kind of in the middle. That's way too long. Yeah, that works. And her devil tail is a heart. Of course, because she's so cute. Now, would you share the stream your drink? Yeah, I told you. It's, I can't physically share, unfortunately. I can't pour my drink into the stream. That's not how that works. Imagine. What was it? Willy Wonka's taste vision or some shit. Wait, shit. I cursed again! Okay, we're past the 5 minutes. I'm good to curse. I can say the F word now. Fuck. Hell yeah. Alrighty. Now we can go ahead and do her other hand. I think it's just gonna be kind of cute looking, like, hello! Look at me, look how cute I am. I'm so cute. Gonna have her arm extending. We're probably gonna have to fix that in a second. We're also gonna have to give her gloves, cause, you know, Sonic character. You can try. Ah man, music is banging. Heck yeah! F-steak. Well, as long as you can still hear me, that's the important part. Part! That's what the CD drive is for, to put your- I don't even got a CD drive in this computer, yo. Like, do any computers have CD drives anymore? I don't see them anymore. Like, the only time I see them is when folks have to, like, add them separately. And I said we're gonna be giving her mouse ears. To, like, really make her an iron mouse. But, like, I'm trying to decide if we go, like, small mouse ears, which that doesn't seem right. I think we're gonna have to go full-blown. And the mouse ears are gonna go ahead and replace her pigtails. Oh my god, she just looks like Mickey Mouse. She just looks like a busty Mickey Mouse now. We'll fix it, I swear. But let me go ahead and just look at her horns. They're definitely curved, so I think we can go something like this. And I think that'll look cute. Yeah, that looks cute. Let's see. Ma. I don't remember this Paradox Pokemon. Iron Mouse would have to be like a Pikachu or a Pika clone, wouldn't it? I think we're gonna go ahead and have her ears a little bit like that. Honestly, the fact that Iron Mouse isn't even a mouse is still wild to me to this day. I think we're gonna have to lower her arm a bit. Because that is way too close to her face. Like, that'd just be breathing. There you go. And then we're gonna go ahead and turn it around again. There we go. That looks a lot better. Yeah, that looks like kawaii desu da. Go ahead and open the mic. She has her own mic design, which I think we will reference when we get to that. Does she have makeup? I don't think she has makeup. So I don't think we gotta worry about that. So for right now, yeah, looking more Sonic. I think I'm not really liking the placement of her ears. So I think I want to see how they look if I do them lower. That just looks like weird buns! Okay, okay. Because what I was thinking of is doing them like Cream has hers. But obviously, Mouse, it's a little bit difficult. So why don't we... So that they kind of go around, but they're still distinctly ears. So something like... I think something like this should work. I think that looks cute. And that way it puts it more in the spot of her... They're more in the realm of where her pigtails are. That way it kind of still looks like her, without having to do her pigtails. So let's see. And it looks like... I don't think I need to do like sexy eyes like Rouge has. Rouge, who cares? Just a little bit of eyeliner. Whoa! Yeah, that's better. I'm sorry, I had a different brush on. And her eyelashes are... She actually has pretty muted eyelashes. I think that'll work. And just general placement of her eyes. Ooh, I do not like that. I do not know what to do. I think we're just gonna give her like Cream's nose, because like Cream is a rabbit, and rabbits... Are rabbits rodents? Hey Google, are rabbits rodents? Yeah. Yeah, Google just answered. Google just answered. They were removed from the rodent class in 1912, so it's been a while. I'm behind. Thank you for the info. So, I mean, like, they're kind of in the same vein still. So let's go ahead and just put her mouth there. There we go. That looks cute-ish. We'll fix it. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. We can do this. Trying to decide how I want to do her eyes in a way that doesn't look uncanny. We gotta remember that the eyes are kind of weird in Sonic. They don't go all the way to the end of the face. I think that looks cute. That looks okay. And we are gonna have to give her some vestige of hair, I think. So I think we can go ahead and just focus on her main bang instead of the entirety of her hair. This way we can go ahead and limit it a little bit more than when I did myself. So we're just going to give her her main bang, and I think I'm going to go ahead and create kind of tufts on her side that, like, I guess symbolize her other hair without actually doing it. And that's looking okay. I think we're still going to have to fix her chest, though. Yeah, it's looking a bit better, because she got some hips. She got some hips that she don't lie. Yeah, I think that's working out. That looks very cute. As for her boots, we're gonna simplify them down a little. I still definitely want to have those buckles because they look really cool. But I think instead of like that frickin' 12.5 she has, I think we're gonna do just 2. And just getting the general shape right now for our first pass. That works. Go ahead and fix her hand just a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect right now because we're gonna... How many fingers do Sonic characters have? Okay, they have 5. They have 5 fingers. I don't know why I was thinking they had 4. But Blaziken clearly shows 5. Let me just clear off my other lines. Yeah. And then she does have... Is this a skirt or shorts? I think those are shorts. So, it's gonna get really fun when we get to start doing the male VTubers, because male Sonic characters don't have clothes. So what I'd like to do probably is maybe Vox, but I'm also, like, I heard that he's going on a hiatus for a bit due to some family issues. So I hope he's doing better in the future. So this goes here. Yeah, her outfit's a lot more complicated than mine. Is that a belly shirt or am I just stupid? Yeah, her belly does show. So let's go ahead and keep that. Very short shorts. I don't think we're gonna add the garter, because this version of her outfit does not have the garter. And I do feel like we'll be getting out of Sonic style if we give her the garter. Might be a little bit too much. Let's go ahead and look. I think it's working out though. She needs to have the Sonic gloves, of course. Sexiest part of a Sonic character is the gloves. There we go, that looks cute. And then... Why is he screaming? She has her collar, which I don't think we have to worry that much. The mic is going to be holding off most of that. And then we're going to go ahead and do the straps of her shirt. Yeah, this is looking cute. She ain't going to end up as busty as Rouge, because who's as busty as Rouge? Like, didn't they tone her bust down for, like, later entries of the series? I feel like they did, because I remember in Sonic Adventure 2, she was, like, busty as hell. Taking sips of my bubble tea. Alrighty, I think she's looking, like, super cute. Gonna add a little bit more. I think we are done with our first pass of her. I think that looks Sonic the Hedgehog enough. Like, how are her proportions? Her proportions are about right. So yeah, I think we're good to go ahead and move on to the second pass. Like I discussed last time, I do 2 regular passes before I go into line art. It just helps me get everything in order. In Prime, they nerfed the booba. Oh no, how could they nerf the booba? That's like the best... No joke. Best quality. Booba. Although, like, was it Rouge or am I, like, remembering it? Wasn't there, like, an urban legend that Rouge only came to be because somebody stumbled on one of the artist's horny drawings and they assumed that it was concept art? Just for the series as far as I know. Was she in Frontier? I still haven't played Frontier yet, but she's like, I think she is my favorite Sonic character. Probably either Rouge or Cream the Rabbit, but like those are completely different vibes. But I do not know. I think we're gonna go ahead and start with her horns. That should be a good place to start. No. Why can I suddenly not draw the shape of her horns? There we go. Ah! I suddenly forgot how to draw curves. There we go. You know what? Work smarter, not harder. This is just for a pass anyways, and I'm probably gonna do it with the regular, because I don't think there's enough a difference in the perspective for this to be an issue for her. Does she have any tufts of hair? She does have a tuft of hair. Like, I swear, you look at a design all the time when you're streaming, or I mean, like, you know, when you're watching a streamer is what I meant. But you don't really notice design details until you have to actually draw them yourself, and then you're like, oh shit. Because I did not remember her design being this complicated, and now I'm just like, why didn't I? It's pretty obvious. And like, all the stuff her model can do is really cool. I do like live 2D modeling myself, but I really want to get like onto the level of like the people who do it like fully professionally. That's something I like want to do. What? Blue Guy just learned about Rouge's nerf. Okay. I think, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do her little, I forgot what these are called. These little hair things. So this is gonna take a few seconds. And then something like that, right? No, it goes all the way. There we go. That looks really cute. okay, I'm here for this, I'm here for this. And then, how does the other half of it go? Okay, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. I don't think I've ever seen somebody pull off this kind of weird thing in cosplay well. Like, obviously they can do the cowlick just fine, but like this particular like heart shape, I don't think I've ever seen in cosplay. Which now I really want to find it, so if anybody knows if they've seen that in cosplay, please send it to me. I'm really curious now. That's cute. That's working out. That's working out. Yeah. Yeah. That does not look good. Let's go ahead and redo that. I try not to be super perfectionist when I'm in this stage of my art, because it just uses a lot of time and there's plenty of space to fix stuff. But I do want it to look at least like trackable, you know? So it's not something I'm struggling with when I'm actually doing the line art. I know like a lot of artists, they find, how many stripes does she have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Of course it's 6. Of course, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. That's looking cute. I wonder then if her face should go over the horn, so it's on the other side. Let's see how that looks. I think we'll have to adjust the horn a little bit, but I do think that's gonna work pretty cute. That'll look good. There we go. It's not perfect line art yet, but we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. She's looking cute, which is our goal. Then we have to figure out her mouth. Her muzzle. Trying to decide what kind of muzzle. She's a mouse. Mouses have the little snoots, but we're not going to be able to really do that much of a snoot in this style. So I think something like this. I think that looks okay. Or you know what? Let's try adding her eyes first and see how the reference looks like that. Looks like a little demon! Well, I mean, I guess she is a little demon. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and do it like this. So that she has her eyeliner. Because we don't really need... Why is this still on? There you go. That's looking really cute. So that gives us a little bit more of an idea of where her nose is gonna be. So that's the shape of her head. We can go around here. Alright. Ooh, that does not look right. Okay. I don't know why, she's looking a little like a Looney Tunes character right now. Maybe that's just me. So I'll adjust the nose a little bit. We're getting there. Again, it looks slightly more like a beak than a muzzle, as far as like Sonic standards go at least. Yo, real talk. Why is it that the birds in Sonic cannot like fly like normal birds? Like, why was that design choice made, I wonder? Like, you know, in Sonic, what was it called? Frontiers? No, not Frontiers. Sonic Forces. There you go. So every animal you choose, as far as like your OC character, has a different power-up. And I know for the bird, they gave it a double jump. And I'm like, I guess that makes sense. I mean, like, I would think that more for a rabbit. But like for a bird, I think like something more like a hover would have made more sense in my opinion. But who knows, maybe I'm just crazy. Let's add her nose and see if that helps her shape. Yeah, that's cute. I think I'm starting to see what some of the issue is. Some of the issue is that her head is too long. So this is gonna look like really weird. But it's just something we'll deal with when we get to the lining phase. And then we can go ahead and adjust her muzzle now. Make it just a bit more in form with her face. And I think that works a little better. I'm also thinking I might change how I do the tufts of fur on the side of her head. I think they look a little too scruffy. Like a little too scruffy for her, so I'm thinking of smoothing it out a little bit and see if that improves it at all. So let's go ahead and... because we're going for more of a... this is going to look a bit more like Amy Rose, who is a hedgehog, but we don't... or an echidna even. How does that look? No, I don't like that either. Maybe we should... because she does have these tufts that go out. So we could go ahead and try giving her that. Let me go ahead and fix her head just so we have a good reference to work off of what the bounds of her skull are. Skull used extremely loosely considering that this is Sonic. And we're gonna go ahead and I think I want to try doing it like Rouge has it. So something like this. So then that goes down this way. I'm having a much easier time drawing this time because I don't have my tablet at like an awkward ass position. But the caveat to that is that you guys cannot see my tracking as well. But you know, everything gotta give something for something. Ooh, I do like that a lot better. I do like that shape a lot better. I feel like she'll start to really look like Ironmouse once we get her colors in. Like, that'll be the point in which you can look at it and be like, oh, this is this is Ironmouse is a Sonic character. Demons are a thing in Sonic lore, right? I can't remember. I feel like they are. I wish my resident Sonic expert was here so I could ask them if there are demons in Sonic, because I cannot remember. Chewing on that bubble tea. Yeah, their heads do not do the... they're very round. We are gonna have to probably lower her eye just so it fits more on her muzzle. How would she look with the freaking goggle? Do not like. I like the theory that Sonic's eyes look like they're one piece because they are goggles, and like that's it's such a stupid theory, but I love it. Okay, so where would her eye shine be in this case? I think we're good to put it right here. And like I was complaining last time, I kind of dislike that Sonic characters have their eye shine as it's a lined thing. It's not like separate above their layer, which is something I don't really like. It's just me being like a ranting artist, I know. So we're gonna go ahead and try. She has like very pop star like rock eyes in this, which you know, she's a rock star with this design. Yo, question, does Ironmouse have like a canon like design that she always goes to? Because like I know her old models all like generally had the same vibe. But like, I don't know, man. She has very chunky eyebrows. Or not eyebrows, eyelashes? That's the word, yeah. Does she have any on her bottom lid? Not really, but she does have that one that kind of wings off. Is this? The song that's playing is His World. And I'm over here getting a little paranoid because this playlist said it was copyright-free music. And I'm like 89% sure this song is heavily copyrighted, so, we'll see what happens with the VOD. I don't know, I like this song a lot. His World, His World, His World. This is Sonic Unleashed, right? I think? I don't know. It's either Sonic Unleashed or Sonic 06, and I have never played either game. The biggest experience I have with Sonic 06 is the frickin' Snapcube fandom. Oh, 06. Okay, thank you. Like, I don't have very much experience with that game. I heard it was a train wreck. And even as a small one, Unleashed was a different track. Got it. Got it. There is like a really good Unleashed song, but I can't remember what it's called. Because I have like the Sonic the Hedgehog, like I just love the general music from these games. Like even if the game isn't great, the soundtrack is probably gonna slap. Cough cough, Forces. But Forces like really had like a bop and fist bump. And a lot of the game levels also were just seriously good. So even if Sonic isn't great, it doesn't always deliver in games, although I've heard Frontiers is very good. They always deliver in music, which I love. Oh, that was horrible. That was a horrible line. There you go. Her very big ears. Very big ears. That looks so funny! Endless Possibility was what the main song of Unleashed was, I think. I think you're right, because that sounds familiar. If we're going by 06, I know, well now I know that this song is 06. And I know Dreams of an Absolution is Sonic 06, because I also really like Dreams of an Absolution. I want to cover the Sonic songs in the future. We'll see where I go with that. I'd probably start with Sonic Adventure 1, like Open Your Heart, but I think that's a little bit too hardcore for my voice. I mean, I could probably look for an acoustic somewhere. There's actually one singer, I can't remember her name right now, but she does like gorgeous acoustic covers of the Sonic songs. Like she did Open Your Heart, and it has just such a soft and pleasant melody in her voice, and I'm just like, I love Sonic. I don't know. I've had certain fandoms I've been like relatively a part of for most of my life. And I'd probably say Sonic and Pokemon and Warrior Cats are those for me. How does this look? I think that's kind of fair. I think... Huh. I'm kind of wondering if I should go ahead and do her ears more in Cream style. So like, she still has mouse ears, but they've just gotten so big that they droop down, which I think is actually a cute idea. I'm gonna try working on that. Let's go ahead and try getting the idea. So we're gonna use Cream's ears as a basis for this. And then they're gonna go ahead and go, ooh, wait, that actually looks, okay, I think we're onto something. Here. If I can get the damn curve right. Oh my god! You know what? This is a sketch. We can live with that. You know what? I'm kind of vibing with this. We're just gonna have to change, like, adjust the shape a little bit. But it still looks like really... It looks like her ear just broke. Why most of you always mention the damn... I was talking about Sonic for a hot minute before you came. You just happened to come when I was talking about the cats, which was very brief. So, yeah, I don't talk about the cats. You know what? Just for that, maybe I'll do turning VTubers into warrior cats next time, huh? That actually sounds like a funny idea. I don't know. You might have just inadvertently given me an idea. So, be aware of that. I'm gonna totally credit you with it, too. Also been here the whole time. Do it! Okay, everyone's hyped for this. That's a real threat. And you do that and you won't have a mod. Don't be mean! Don't be mean. Let me like the stupid cringe cats. Listen, the cats are cringe. They are super cringe. But we love the cringe cats. Real talk, those books are absolute garbage. I'll take their place, thank you. Somebody supports me in my cat endeavors. Why'd the music stop, bro? Heck. Okay, well, I guess you just gotta hear me ramble about cats then, huh? The Sonic the Hedgehog music heard cats and, like, bounced. It could be worse. I could be drawing them as Cats the musical characters. That would be really messed up. I still haven't watched that movie. I am like stubbornly avoiding that movie because that sounds painful in like all forms. I, I, do you guys think that there really exists a butthole cut? I'm both terrified and intrigued that that cut could exist. But if we ever find out it does exist, maybe I'll tweet about it. Okay, Sonic music back. Sonic music back. Can stop talking about cats. Sonic. So, when are we getting a Sonic X style anime again? I don't know, I miss 2D anime, like, for those kinds of properties. Next person that tries to get my job gets banned. That's what you get when you don't support the Chifos. Chifos, for those uneducated, means cats. In I don't know what language. Yeah, I vibe with this. Now let's go ahead and try and get a ref. Ooh, she has microphones to choose from. Good drink. I think I like this one the most. It's like decently simple and it's quite cute, and I think that should let us have it stick out decently enough. So let's go ahead and adjust this. Yeah, I think that'll work. So let's go ahead, give it some depth. Yeah, that's a good mic. Wait. Woo? Oh, whoa. I'm sorry, that's such a dumb joke. Okay, there you go. She's just singing very... You can't ban me, I quit. She's just singing very close, like...
She's just using her very cutesy Sugoi Kawaii Disney voice. Yeah, she's so kawaii, doesn't it?
I don't even know, bro. Alrighty, so let's go ahead. Fix the mano. They really, like obviously that's a very different angle than what we're going for right here. But they do define the hand, but they also, like, kind of... It's in a weird spot between being defined and undefined. What's the base of it look like? How do people hold microphones? Hell if I know. I haven't held a microphone in years. My mic is connected to a little hand thingy, so I don't have to hold it. Also about the music, it's Emmy Jones, the one who does the "Thank you! Thank you so much!" It was like at the tip of my tongue. I could not remember it. Yes, Emmy Jones. Go listen to her music now. Like, I'd play it, but I don't think she allows people to stream it, which is completely fair. But, yeah. Please listen to her music. It's very nice. Yeah, that's a hand. That's a hand. I think we can probably make her finger a little bit more distinct. So holding it, I'm trying to, like, you can't see it, but I'm like trying to mentally figure it out. Like, you wouldn't really see her fingers individually, but you would probably see her knuckles from this angle. And I think her hand would go a little bit. There you go. It's a little bit more shaped. More shaped like a hell. I know what that means. That looks a bit better. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting somewhere. Okay. Let's see. Trying to look up a ref. I think her hand is looking okay. What playlist for BGM are you using? It has background music. Okay, so right now I'm using upbeat Sonic music to study to. I actually had to switch playlists from the one I was using before. The one I was using before was just, it literally just said copyright-free Sonic music. I usually use a different playlist for background music if I'm not playing a game. And I think NK Surge has that link, because I can't really get it right now. But I wanted to have Sonic music because obviously we're playing a Sonic game. Or not playing a Sonic game, excuse me. We're drawing Sonic-esque characters. How would her wrist look right here? Her gloves. That looks okay. I think we could probably adjust it a little bit better so it fits her hand more, because her arm is going like this. Do you hear my dog growling? Oh, he's mad. He's so mad. There's a cat outside. How dare it? Gotta turn this around so I can get a better view. Oh, that's okay. And then we can go ahead and give her arm and go back to normal. There you go. Nya nya, nya nya nya. Alrighty then, so we can go ahead and get back to... I think we can go ahead and move on, because she has that little skull choker, and we're not going to be able to see most of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and simplify it a bit so you just really see the bow. She has, like, such a cute style, too, like, her color palette. I totally... Like, obviously, I like her color palette. I, too, am pink and black. So, like, it's my vibe, you know? It's my vibe. So we go ahead and have that part of the bow, and we can... I don't think... Yeah, we're not going to be able to see her skull on it, which isn't, like, the biggest deal. Because, as you can, like, tell from the Sonic designs I have on screen, they are generally very simplified. So let's go ahead and... Yeah, that looks cute. And then, of course, her arm got to be sticking out. And it's going to overlay, even though it doesn't make sense. Yeah, that looks good. Let me go ahead and just turn off. I'm trying to decide if I wanted to overlay her bow or not. I think because of the way she's facing, her bow would cover it. Yeah, that works. That works a lot. Nya, 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 nya. Yeah. We're getting her. Now we gotta work on the booba. So we're gonna go ahead and give her just her strap really quick. We can't really... Yeah, we don't really see it that much. And her arm is actually gonna be obstructing most of the booba. So we're just gonna have like a very general view of it. Yeah, it looks really cute! Hell yeah! Look at how cute she's looking. Super sugoi kawaii desu da. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and draw her glove before I actually go to her hand. We've discussed, like, they have like a really weird way of drawing some of their designs in Sonic. And, like, obviously it's simplified so that kids can relatively... It's funny that I say, like, it's a simple design so that, like, kids can draw it, right? As if my Sonic characters didn't look like absolute nightmare fuel when I was a baby fox. Like, they were terrifying. Like, it was... Wait, I'm gonna do a quick artist rendition. Wait, that looks... Okay, we're gonna do that part last. Otherwise, I feel like this would look really concerning. So it looks like this, right? You have to have the nose, and then it... Wait, yeah, he had a really bad smile. And then it was... That is a decently accurate Wait, move my tail! I gotta move my tail! There we go. That is a decently accurate representation of what my Sonic characters looked like when I was a bitty fox. So, I'd actually say it probably looked worse than this. Looking at it is bringing back so many memories. I'm gonna look through my old art today after I get off stream, and I'll see if I can actually find my old Sonic art, and then I'll go ahead and post it for y'all. So you can see what exactly my nightmare fuel was. Especially like they were done in crayon. God, and then you had like my freaking... Because obviously I had to draw all the characters for my favorite show. It's Sunky. Obviously I had to draw... stopping. I'm laughing too much. Obviously, I had to draw all my favorite characters. Thanks! Stop making me laugh! I had to draw all my favorite characters for my favorite show, Sonic X! And obviously I had to draw the most important character from Sonic X, Chris the Human! Oh my god, I really need to find those drawings. I don't think I actually ever, like, despite all of my Sonic shenanigans as a kid, I don't think I ever actually had a Sonic OC until I was an adult. Which is wild. Like, I feel like having a Sonic OC is, like, baseline for a lot of people. But then I was over here like, nah, here's the thing. I didn't have a Sonic OC because of the fact that when I, like, did, like, Sonic drawings or whatever, I just drew myself in it. Like, legit. I just drew myself in Sonic's story and all. Fun fact, there was going to do a spin-off series of Sonic X starring. Why would they do that? I see why it was dropped, you know? Oh my god. Wasn't, like, Chris, like, despised by the wider Sonic community at the time? Like, obviously, as an itty-bitty fox, I didn't know any better. I thought it was, like, completely normal to like this child because he was the he was the audience insert. So obviously I had to like him, but like, I look back now and like, he was so whiny. And I guess that's fair. What was he like? He wasn't even 10. He was like 9, wasn't he? And like, why would they? I think the funniest thing they did though was having in the 3rd season, having him be an adult man in a child's body. Like, that's genuinely very funny. And like, didn't they end the series on like a kind of somber note? I'm trying to remember. Like, didn't it end with Chris? It was something like him trying to go home, but he didn't have time to tell Sonic and friends that he had to go home. And it wasn't even confirmed if like the ship that would take him home would actually take him home and it wouldn't explode. So it was like kind of up in the air if he just frickin' died on the way out of Sonic's planet. And like a bonus fun fact, they weren't allowed I don't believe they were allowed to call Sonic's world Mobius in Sonic X. Obviously now it's well known that they're not allowed to call it Mobius in official material. How do we do her shorts? Because of the fact of like that whole Ken Penders lawsuit. So we can't call Sonic's planet Mobius, it's just whatever the hell else they have on the tongue at the time. Alrighty then, so we can go ahead and... yeah. Why is there any Sonic characters who wear shorts that I can reference? No, that's passable. I feel like we're gonna have to do this though. I'm trying to figure out like how her body is. Like I drew her legs like that doesn't make sense! I didn't draw her body right. Hold on, we're gonna have to like fix this. Because the way I have her body drawn, it's just, it would be breaking her spine. So we're gonna go ahead and like simplify it a little bit. Go ahead and make it a little less back-breaking. Or then again, they are just like noodle characters. Like, I could totally break her back, probably, without any actual issues happening. At least ironmouse, don't sue me for breaking you in half, please. I didn't mean to. There we go. I think that's looking a bit more, and then... Her shorts, like these are shorts, right? I'm not crazy, right? Those are shorts. And then they have like, it's not like quite a buckle. It's like not a buckle, it's somewhere in between. So let's go ahead and... because it's just the upper part of the pants it looks like, and then it's a heart. Because she's so cute and sweet and adorable. Yeah, it looks good. I definitely think we're gonna simplify it for the sake of the Sonic style and not give her the chains. But we are still gonna give her her buckles. I wonder if this would work. Because like I just said, I drew her legs as if her back was breaking in half. So let's see if I can go ahead and just reflect it and get something that's not as painful. That looks decent. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. So her line of action right now is something like that. But I think we can make it more dynamic if we just go ahead and extend this leg out a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and extend her leg out a little bit. And then we can go ahead and add her boots and all. And that should make it seem a bit more, what's the word for it? Less stiff. Let's go ahead and use that word. Then obviously we gotta have like that weird sock shape because that's what they do. It's funny because like you can look at this general shape and it just reads Sonic to me. The way that they do socks and glove lines. It just reads Sonic. At least to like me, you know? So let's go ahead and we can go ahead and move on to her shoes. I know a lot of artists say that hands are their hardest bit, and like I totally agree, hands are hell. But personally, shoes are so much more painful for me. Shoes and feet. Sup sup! Yoga juga! Yeah, I am drawing the iron mouse as a mouse. I think we're definitely gonna go have to fix her foot again. Have it sticking out. That seems to be a common pose with them. To have one foot sticking out. It also looks way too normal. So we're gonna go ahead and make it a bit bigger. Shoes suck! Yes, they do! Thank you! Thank you, my friend. They're so hard. Thank you, Mish. She is still looking really stiff. So we're gonna go ahead and play around with her proportions just a little bit. So obviously this isn't going to be like that sharp. It's just something I do. Once you have like, I feel like once you have the general body down, it is a lot easier to go ahead and mess around with the shapes. And just sort of break them apart. There's her tail. With the little, oh I did a horrible job with that heart. That's a slightly better heart. And let me just go ahead and... She has a piercing on her tail. I didn't notice that. So let's go ahead and give her the cute little piercing. Yeah, it looks really cute. And she has like... I wouldn't... Is that like a frill? It's not so much a frill. It's just... It looks like it is a frill in a few of her designs. But it looks more like... Zoom in on the booba. It looks more like, because she has like a spiky pattern. We're not going to give the full spiky pattern again for the sake of the style. Gonna give her a little bit of her corset though. Do Sonic characters have belly buttons? Like, these are questions. Man, my break about to end. Aw, that sucks. You're missing out on me drawing the cute waifu as a Sonic character. But like, do Sonic characters have belly buttons? This isn't something you think about until like it comes up. I don't know if she has a belly button or not, and I'm kind of scared. I'm scared to Google that. Time to get back on getting some Bezos pesos. Oh no! I wish you the best of luck, Gachuga, on getting those Bezos pesos. That sounds like kisses. Bezos sounds like kisses. I wish you the best of luck, though. You get that bank. I think we are gonna give her her little on top of her gloves, or maybe, I'll decide that in a second. If I want to keep the gloves or if I want to go with the cuteness factor. Because the thing is, the gloves help her read much more as a Sonic character. We're just gonna do the bat. That's the thing with like drawing a character in a Sonic style, because like pretty sure they don't. Thanks. Because like you want to keep the character recognizable, but you also want to make it fit in the Sonic style, and the Sonic style doesn't have like super detailed clothes. It generally limits a few colors, a few designs. Like, I'd arguably say somebody like Blaze or Cream has like much more complicated designs. So I'm just over here like, let's go ahead and work this out. She has like a little fade gloves. Okay, I probably should have been reading these details earlier. Okay. So she has those little, she has the bells and the hearts. The thing is, the bells have been a part of her design for a while, so we definitely need to keep the bells. I think we can pass on the hearts, though, without causing too much discourse. Yeah, I think that works. And you see, like, the... I don't know, I think the bell thing also kind of helps with the mousy character design, you know? But that might just be me. And just... Like, I need her to look recognizably. She has that little... But I don't think we need that. I think we'll give her the side straps, though. And we'll go ahead and do these darker and, like, properly when we get to the line art next step. But I think... Yeah, that looks like ironmouse. I feel like another way I could have interpreted her design is just make her a freaking mech like Metal Sonic. Get it? Ironmouse. I could have just made her like one of Robot. Could have made her an Eggman drone. But no, I think this is cuter. Let's move the old sketch away so that we may have reference of how far we've come. I do that to prove to myself that I am not what my first sketch is. Because sometimes I'll see my first sketch and I'll be like, I don't know how to draw. I don't know how to draw. And then I see my second sketch and I'm like, I know how to draw a little. And when I usually get to my line art, I'm like, okay, I do know how to draw. I have some competence. So I think this is good for our line art. So we're going to go ahead and close this here and switch to my lining pencil, which is the real G pen. And I think we settled last time on a 10 brush thickness and just sort of lowered it based on where we needed it. I think this should be decent for what we have to do again. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that. Hard part, where to start. Let's go ahead and start with her bangs so that we don't have to worry as much about everything underneath her bangs. I'm still kind of on the idea of making myself a Sonic-themed VTuber model. I think that'd be fun. Especially because I plan on doing SA2 on the computer eventually. Because I've heard there's actually a lot of mods you can do to SA2 on the Steam version. And I've seen some of the mods and they look like a lot of fun. So who knows, maybe we'll do that in the future. If I do end up making a Sonic-themed model, I'll probably not stream it, just because of how tedious model making can be. I might stream the rigging, though. But, like, that's if I even make it, of course. There we go, that's looking cute as fuck. And I'm allowed to curse because we're past the 5 minutes. I have no idea how seriously YouTube takes that cursing rule. I genuinely don't. But like, I am a small streamer, so I do not want to take any chances. I want to be as safe as I can be. There we go. Lining going good so far. Yeah. Yeah, that's looking good. So she does, so we're gonna go have to do the horns first. You should, that would look cool. If you do want to see a existing Sonic-themed model, Project S&T has a really well done one. I believe she made it herself. She at least did the art herself. And it has very good motion, considering how 2D the Sonic style is. And how you want your VTuber to look like 2D, but also 3D. It's a weird line, okay? When it comes to, like, models. If I thought my computer could run it, maybe I'd try making like a Vroid model of myself, but I think my computer would just unionize on me. Yeah, that's looking cute as hell. Yeah. We are finally getting somewhere. I think we can go ahead and get to drawing the general shape of her head. And that should work in our favor. And if you want to stick around and see how I learned how to color super fast in Clip Studio Paint, as soon as I can learn how to draw a curve. Come on, come on, come on. Is that a curve? That's a curve! Because I learned a trick on how you can color really fast in CSP, and I feel like I've been wasting years of my life. There we go. Now we can go ahead and add her bell. I believe there's lore to her bells. I can't remember what the lore is, but I think there's lore. Vtubers got all sorts of lore. What's my lore? We'll see someday. There we go. There we go. Now that's looking cute. Now we're on the real cuteness train. And this should... Oops, wrong button. That's not the trick to color fast, by the way. But I think our line art is actually looking pretty decent so far. So... yeah, that's working out. So we're getting like the really cartoony thick lines. That give us our cute kawaii desu character. How- wait, am I missing a detail? Yeah, the bells have like a line on them, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this detail only because it makes it look more obviously like a bell and not like a skull, which, you know, it's still her brand, but not quite what we're going for here. Yeah, there we go. That looks cute. Her nose, her little nutties. And let me go ahead and see. I'm working out where it would be best to go ahead and put my lines next to make it easiest for me when I'm doing the rest of this. Ah, went too far. Does your hand ever just sometime get really, really shaky and you don't know why? And it chose to do it at the most inopportune time. Yeah. We'll just erase it because I want to have one cohesive line without having to come back and do it. So we'll just erase it for the mic. There we go. Yeah, it's looking actually really nice. We can go ahead and get her muzzle in now. The muzzles generally have a thinner line, so I'm going to lower this a bit. There's just so many things you don't notice in art until like you're actually trying to recreate it. Or even just study it. Like, I never actually took any art classes in college. I took some in high school, but even then it was largely the basics. And we didn't go too in-depth on like understanding a person's style. But there's just like so many cute things you notice. Like just interesting details. That is way too sharp of a curve and her nose is crooked. I'm sorry. I just had to like, it stuck out to me when I zoomed out that time. And, like the hard part is trying to do it all in like one line. I know this must be like crazy, like driving you crazy. But you just notice these things like, ah! Okay. I think I know what's bothering me now. It's the fact that her muzzle doesn't stick out that much. Whereas Sonic characters, their muzzle does poke out a bit. And is that where damn it, I was hoping that would be on the line of the mic. But it's okay. We can still fix this. There are always ways to fix things. Yep, same, I feel you! Thank you. Something I feel like I want to be is like, I want to be the Bob Ross of the artist on YouTube, like specifically like obviously the VTubers on YouTube. Be like Bob Ross, like this, we're gonna make a pretty little cloud today, y'all. Wow, that's way too thick. There we go. Yeah, I think that's looking cute. I think we got her general head shape. That works, that works. I think the only thing I noticed is Rouge's art has like this little darkness spot here that I believe is to like separate it from the rest of her self, face, whatever. That's what she said! I knew somebody was gonna make a "that's what she said" joke. Should've known better. I never know better. Didn't I do it for you? What I do is for you. We want all of this covered because it is gonna come out, but we don't want her muzzle getting taken in on it. So let's see if I can go ahead and get her eye. I thought we said we don't want the muzzle. How did the muzzle even get part of that? What? Is there a line I missed? No, it just decided to be weird. Okay. And we don't want her eye to go through her bangs, obviously. So we can go ahead and keep them separated. And her bangs are actually lower on this drawing than her actual model, but I don't think that should be that big of an issue. Ooh, that is a little bit of an issue though. There we go. We can go ahead and get her eyelashes. We said we wanted them to be kind of thick to fit in with her rock star vibe. And then she has one particularly long lash. And now we can go ahead and close all of that so we can see better what we're working with as far as this goes. Why is it doing that? Let me go ahead and see if I can turn on scaling. There we go. Actually, scaling is one of the things I learned. It just lets you fill in the area more thoroughly, so you don't have as many white gaps. And that's just something you can do right here in the corner. Or, not in the corner right now, but whenever you have the fill bucket on. We do have to just adjust the shape of her eyes, though. Just make it a little bit smoother. Ooh, very nice. Smooth strokes. Yes, yes. And because of the way we're doing this, it is not going to show up that much. But I don't think that's going to be that big of an issue. Can just go ahead and move on to doing her pupils now. Well, not pupils, excuse me. Irises? Sclera? Hell if I know. There we go, brush size. We're going to do a relatively thin brush for her eyes. And I think we are gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna have to lower her eye a bit. Just trying to make it look recognizably Sonic. Yeah! Those eyes work, those eyes work! And holy heck, we hit 10 viewers! I don't think I've ever hit 10 viewers, so thank you! I genuinely appreciate it. So we can go ahead and add her eye sparkle now. Unfortunately, because this is Sonic, you have to do it separately. But I think we got this here. Go ahead and close that. And use this for reference. There we go. Yeah! Yeah, there we go. That looks very cute. And we'll go ahead and add her hair clip in a bit. I think right now we're gonna want to go ahead and add that on an upper layer. Speaking of upper layer, we need to add another layer to add the mic. Let me just fix the shape a little bit. Yeah, that's looking really good. That's looking sugoi kawaii desu da. I don't know why, that's just like my favorite thing to say. Do, 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 do. Oh shoot, I just realized I should probably just be drawing this all at one shape. Make my life a smidge easier. Just a smidge. And that should cover the microphone. Let's go ahead and just do this part to be extra credits. Ooh, we messed up. Didn't even notice it until I was about to do that. The mic shape was just a little bit off. And when you have like really thick lines like this, it becomes a lot more obvious when you make a dumb mistake. It sticks out like a sore thumb. There we go. Go ahead and erase that. And combine layers. And now her microphone is in her face. Take that dirty. So we can go ahead and just do her. Oh my god, that hand does not look right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Because as we established earlier, Sonic characters somehow have 4 fingers. Which is interesting because if you look at most cartoon characters, they tend to have 4 fingers instead of 5 fingers. Sorry if I got that confused. And it's just to make it easier for like animators especially to animate, because any artist will tell you fingers are hell to draw. But once you get to the point of having to draw that same hand over and over and over again, it just becomes a lot easier to draw using 4 fingers instead of 5. You know, more you know. Which is why like anime sometimes stands out, because they go wild. They go hard with their finger design sometimes, like just their ability it's impressive. Perhaps someday I shall have the ability to draw fingers effortlessly. Not today. Today I'm very grateful we're drawing Sonic style because the fingers are very much just like cylinders. I think we can add her mouth now. As you've established from before, I do jump around a lot while I'm drawing. It's, well, at least the way I see it, it's because you develop eye strain if you look at like the same thing for long periods of time. So for me, I find it a lot easier to jump around the page. That way I don't focus on one spot too long and miss things. Bubble tea. We can go ahead and up the thickness now. And just sort of reline some of these to make the thickness a little bit more obvious. Particularly in places where like something would be overlapping. Like that, yeah. That way it just has a little bit more volume. Like obviously when you shade you add like a lot of the volume, but sometimes the line art can do a lot for it too. Yeah, see? And we're gonna go ahead and adjust her bra straps again. I think this hardness is gonna be good for the outside of her bra. I don't even know what to call this. Bra, it's definitely not a shirt. And it doesn't actually go all the way around. It has like a layer underneath. Okay. What's the term for this? I know there's a term for this that is not bra. Somebody tell me. I have a wife and 3,000 kids to feed. Let me go ahead and clean this up right here. She does not have much booba, because it is not seen. I also think I need to fix it just a little bit right here, because it ended up just a bit muddled. And we will come back in a moment because she has... yeah, she has like lines there that we're gonna want to go ahead and fix. But we can go ahead and move on to her arms now. Yeah, that's working out pretty well. Nya, nya, nya. Nya, nya, nya. Thank you, Blue. And let's go ahead and try and get this. Her arm, like the arms are relatively, oh actually they're not super thick, but I don't think it's that big of a deal for right here. And we can go ahead and adjust this. Yeah! There we go. Alrighty, excellent, excellent, excellent. She has an arm. Let's go ahead and just fill this in. Yeah. Oh wait, we should probably do like a lighter brush for this. And these are very much like, they're bat wings, right? They're bat wings, yeah. Whoa, did not mean to zoom out that much. So we can just go ahead and do a simplified bat for the sake of Sonic style. I feel like anyone listening would be like, she's just being lazy, and I'm like, no, I swear it's for the style. Like, look at Rouge's wings. They are very simplified, even though it's a bat wing, and you know, like, bat wings are super detailed. But then again, like, Rouge's design doesn't make sense as a bat either. Like, everyone, like, or at least I think most people know that bats, they don't have wings. Welcome. Like, I think a lot of folks know by now that bats have wings as part of their arms, you know, like birds do. It's not attached to their back. Although I admit, like, having them on the back is an aesthetically cooler design. So, I know why they did it. But for the birds in Sonic, they don't have their wings on their back. This goes back to the whole thing. Like, why can't they fly? They're not wings on their back. Like, they're very much not on their back. They're like part of their hands. Like, you look at frickin' Jet and Wave and all that stuff, and just, yeah! I don't know. I kind of wish Sonic's design philosophy was consistent, but it's not. Not even internally consistent. Probably like the only person in the world who cares about this. I don't know, it's just something I'll have to keep in mind if I ever like draw somebody in this style who has wings. Like, do I make them arms? Do I give them bat wings? I don't know what to do. So we go ahead and have her belt like this. We can go ahead and add her little heart. That's a bad heart. That's a better heart. Yeah. I think that's decently Iron Mouse. A very Sonic the Hedgehog Iron Mouse, but that was the point. And I think we're just gonna have to fix her arm right here. Just give it a little bit more line thickness, I think the term is line weight, actually. I don't know. I've been drawing for years, but I'm stupid. I don't have any professional training. The most professional training I have is, like, a school class. That wasn't even that. Like, the teacher tried her best. How creepy would bats with arm be? The birds are from outer space birds. I saw a video of a baby bat, and it was moving its little, aw, baby bat. And the birds are from outer... You mean, like, Jet and Wave and the other dude who I forget the name of? They're from, I've never played Sonic Riders, okay? Again, like, the most of my knowledge for them comes from the Snap Cube thing, okay? I love Sonic, but there was a period in my life where I just could not afford to buy Sonic games. They were, like, super expensive for me. So, like, I fell behind on the lore. But, like, I thought they were just, like, an ancient species. I didn't think that they were from outer space. I thought they were just old. Yes. What is that yes to NK search? You cannot just come in and say yes without context. I do not know. And then we do another bat. Another little bat on her arm. And we just gotta fix this little mistake I made. Remember, prevention is always better than treatment. Philosophy I should probably follow more considering who I am.
Yeah.
Mano. Ay, Dios mío. Like, their fingers have, like, a shape to them, but they're very childhood shape. But even then, I feel like I'm not gonna get that shape right. You know what? That's good. Not bad for freehanding that shit. Okay, yeah, their ancestors are from space. They are the descendants of the Babylonia, which came from space. Oh! The bat's wings are in the wrong place. Ignores the fox flying with the tails and the rabbit flying with their... Listen! Even if those are a little out of the blue, they are, however, technically where they're supposed to be. Like that guy might have two tails, and there's nothing wrong with having two tails. But they're at least on his ass. And the rabbit, yeah, she can fly with her ears, but they're on her head. Bats, on the other hand, have them attached to their wings. And are these attached to her wings? Or not, excuse me. Her hands. They are not attached to her hands. So, it doesn't make sense in the eternal logic of Sonic. It goes against their lore. Or, I don't know. What lore does Rouge the Bat have? I don't actually know. There we go. Woo! This tool is a godsend. And I am so sorry, I just started the hiccups right there. And I was just trying not to, like, make a huge noise on stream. Yeah. Oh wait, I didn't do that right. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. This is working. Sound logic. Either way you can roll them up in a talon, you got a bat burrito. Rouge the Bat one day, somebody at Sega wanted to try. I'm pretty sure that's her lore. I'm pretty sure that's her lore, to be honest. Like I said, I think that's canon. I think somebody just got horny and it got mistaken for concept art. It makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, I think she's actually looking really cute. We're just gonna have to adjust this a bit because it is having a tangent. Tangents, when it comes to art, is when you have like two lines that connect in a weird way, so it doesn't look like they're distinct from one another. There's probably a better way to describe that, but like that's the best I got. I should probably like actually look up like art history shit and terminology if I want to do these videos so I don't sound like a complete tool. Anybody know where this song is from? It's still part of the Sonic playlist, but I'm just like, I don't know where it's from. It just sounds like a vibe. It's how all furry stuff goes. Listen, furries have been around for like a really long time. Isn't it like the 70s? Sonic Rush. Thank you. Like, furries have been around for a while, so yeah, that's possible for their lore. Actually, though, I did see an interesting documentary about furries and how the fandom came to be. I think it's literally called The Fandom. It's a really good documentary, and, like, it isn't, like, criticizing or anything. It's just very informative. And honestly quite wholesome. So yeah, I recommend watching it. Buckles. Okay, square and erase center. Got it. Yeah. There you go. Could be Sonic Rush Adventure. Like, the thing is, I don't have any way of telling from the playlist, because it's like one of those giant YouTube videos that's all a playlist in that one video. And it doesn't have, like, any information on what the song is. It just has Sonic's face looking at me. But, you know, it's a vibe. So I don't mind. I do not mind at all. Yeah, these buckles actually look decent. I was dreading this. Now we can do the hell shoes. And let me go ahead and look. Why does she have to make her design so complicated? Like, I thought my design was complicated, you know? I was like, yeah, this is like super hard to draw. And it's like, it's not too bad. But then I'm like over here like, oh my god, how do you people get anything done? How do you people like, oh my god. Oh my god, I probably should be drawing at a higher line weight, oh my god. There we go. That is better. Somewhat. Does that look like a shoe? Actually, I think we are gonna turn down the line weight. Why are shoes so hard to draw? Why are any of these things so hard to draw? Like, we see them every day of our lives. Shouldn't they get easier to draw instead of harder to draw? Why do you think Egyptians worshipped animals? Someone's mom found his drawing. Daddy had Anubis, and so we had to quickly come up with a secret lore of Egypt found. Oh my god, that would I genuinely would not be surprised if that's how some religion got started. Like, somebody just like made this art and they had to come up with like an elaborate lie to cover it, and they just got too deep. I genuinely hold that belief that that's how it came to be. At least one religion out there. Doesn't have to be a big one, but I think it exists. And I respect them. Yeah. There we go. That's looking quite cute. Yeah. Art is hard. Art is very hard. But we try our best. We keep trying and we keep trying and we keep trying and we hope that someday it makes sense. Okay, let's do the cola. And I'm just gonna turn this completely around so I can make like a perfect heart. I feel like that's gonna be like the easiest way to make a decent heart. Boom! Decent heart. Just gotta clean it up a little. And we can go ahead and add her piercing here. Just clean it up a little. Yeah, there you go. Boom. Tail done. Look how fast that was. Magic. And we are almost done with the line art, and we can move to colors and hopefully shading in the same video, because we still have time. I'm actually going to go ahead and do her horns first, because the Sonic style, interestingly, does separate colors. Like, if it's this kind of thing, like, every color is separated by line art, which can be a little frustrating. Especially when you realize it on your character after the fact, and you hate yourself for making such a simple mistake. Boom. And I think we can go all the way up on our... We should be able to go all the way up on our thickness to 10 to do her ears. There you go. Her cute little mouse ears. I think... Yeah, this one isn't, although this one should be further out. And that's a tangent. See how those two lines, like, and it looks a little odd? Let's go ahead and see if we can fix that. No. No. Maybe. No. This is like 80% of an artist's life. Just a zillion attempts while your finger is hovering over Control-Z. Or in my case, the hotkey I routed to Control-Z. I can live with this. I can live with this circle. Okay, you know what? You know what? These are mouse ears. I don't care what name this is. This is a mouse. This is a mouse now. She's a mouse. She's a cute little mouse. Let me go ahead and just turn this down. And we go back to the zillion times doing the same freaking line. Just trying to get it in a way you like. That's the way I like. And I think we're actually going to add a slight bit of detail, just a little. You see how like Rouge's ear has that like inner ear? I think we're going to do that just to give it a little bit more shape. And we keep hitting the tangents, of course. Yeah. And that is our line art for ironmouse. Now the fun part. We get to work on color. First of all, check sketch. Yep, we're doing good. But now I can go ahead and show you a little trick I learned to coloring faster. Let me just go ahead and name all of my layers. I just do this for the sake of making sure. Why do I keep clicking the wrong button for M? Lock. Just something you gotta do just to make sure you don't make any stupid mistakes like I always do. So, first of all, let's go ahead and decide her. Let's go ahead and try with Amy's color first. Now what you're gonna go ahead and do is you're gonna go to the fill bucket, click refer to other layers, then you're gonna go to area scaling, which I mentioned earlier, change it as high as you can go, and then close gap. You can probably mess with this. I'm not gonna have any gaps because I'm pretty careful with closing my line art, but if you have gaps, you do close gap, so it obviously closes a gap. And we want to refer multiple, which is what we're doing. So, with that said, on this line, nothing selected. I talked too much shit. It came back for me. Okay, let's go ahead and lower the area scaling, because that's what's causing this. Yeah. That's what's causing this. And it's just something... Like I said, I just learned this. So it seems to me it's definitely going to be more of a, you gotta figure this out as you go. I talked big shit. Look where it got me. No color bucket. The color bucket! Share your secrets. I wasn't expecting the bucket to be the... Yeah! The bucket's the right answer, you just have to adjust it. So I think what's gonna work the best for right now is area scaling 2. And as you can see, there's actually no really white spots where the bucket missed because of that. And that's just something I learned and I thought it was the coolest heckin' thing. She's getting the peach colored arms, because Sonic. And I'm indecisive of whether to give her... I think we're gonna leave her legs colored. I think that'll make sense. And of course this goes into her ear too. But look how cool it is! It like completely fills it. No white spots. So you can actually... Okay, this doesn't count. That doesn't count. But it like lets you fill it and it just like saves time and just... It's magical. I just learned recently true. Yeah! It's like such a magical tool and I'm like so hype. Like, it feels me out. It's amazing. It's magical. Oh heck, wait. What color would her skin be right there? This is part of her chest and like in Rouge's version. So let's go ahead and color it her skin color too. And I think I am just gonna have to go ahead and color this in with this, but it's still so magical. Ooh, then the question is this gonna be her skin color? I think we're gonna do like Sonic does, so we are gonna have to use the magic wand here, just so we can go ahead and map out the area, so that we can just go ahead and do this. Yeah. So you know, it's just part of her skin and not all, and we can go ahead and adjust this accordingly. I think I'm just gonna have to adjust it a little bit to do. So that we can go ahead and get a nice shape of her stomach. And yeah, I think that actually works really nicely. And we're still gonna separate the layers just to make it easier when we're shading. Like, so we're not gonna keep them all in one heavy layer. We can go ahead and just directly grab her color. Accidentally clicked the line art. Yeah, it's looking cute. And this way we can go ahead and go back into her hair in a second. Because we're going to have to add her purple streak. Let me just go ahead and go back in and clean this. So I don't think this is like a foolproof method, but it's still like a method that like really speeds up the coloring process. Ooh. We're going to have to put this below then so that this can cover. She's looking a little like Amy right now. Like a very weird Amy, but still Amy. Can go ahead and color her legs in. And I think that's all of the pink. Oh no, her little... I don't know what these are called. These have a name. I want to say ahagao, but I know it's not ahagao because that's a completely different thing. But there, that looks really cute. I think we're going to go ahead and change the color of her skin, quote unquote. I'm going to try doing white. Oh, duh. Yeah. Give it a second to load. Because for some reason it's being I think we're gonna end up doing white for that, but I'm gonna leave it off for now. We can go ahead and start filling the color for other clothes. I'm just gonna color pick, because these seem pretty straightforward. And we changed the look. Give it a second, it's gonna go completely black in a second. Yep, I forgot to change it back to refer to other layers. But there we go. So this is gonna let me just go ahead and see everything. And we want to go ahead and check for what other places on her body are the same color. So her horns seem to have the same shade of black, or gray I suppose, as do her boots. So this makes it a lot easier to keep the colors fairly simple without making us play with like too many colors, which as I mentioned isn't great, particularly for Sonic characters. You know, there's always going to be an exception to the rule, like a way for you to figure it out that makes it look really rockin'. Ooh, I do not know. Because this is part of her strap. Yeah, we'll go ahead and color it that. And I think that looks cute. Bare shoulders? How lewd. What's next? Exposed ankles? Don't you know Sonic characters are fully... Okay, they're not that fully covered. There's like room. But I think that looks good. Just gonna straight up color, or actually I'm gonna go ahead and grab Cream's white just to make sure, because I think it's a slight off-white. White gloves, because of course I'm gonna turn this off just to make it easier for me to tell what I'm doing. Gloves, gloves, gloves. Gloves, gloves, and then part of her... It's funny, because she has horns very similar to the style of Hell of a Boss, which is actually a show I really like. Can actually notice this tiny thing. Oh no, it just... Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. That's better. And we can go ahead and just fill along these lines. Nope. White. And I think that's all the places that she has white on her Kara. Now we can go ahead and go back to having our layer on so we can actually see shit! And yeah. She's looking really adorable. I think this is the same pink as her pants. Her pants have plaid. I'm telling you right now, we are not doing plaid. I do not want to suffer. Oh my god, we clicked the heart. Ooh, we are gonna have to change the shade of pink. That is blending in way too much. We are gonna have to change that color of pink. Let me go ahead and get it all filled in then, and we can start dicking around with the color picker. So let me go ahead and just... I think we're just gonna mute it a bit, and that should be fine. Muted it too much. Okay. Let's go ahead and try... I can grab one from her, I can grab one from her. I could even grab one from me. So where is her color at right now? We could brighten her color up to Amy's color and see how that works. Not too much of a difference. Not too much of a difference. Not enough to at least make her pants and pink accents stand out. Hold on, I should have been naming these and I was not. Speaking of, while we're on this layer though, I do need to adjust her bat wings. Boom, boom. And those are completely filled. I believe this is the white layer. Then this should be the pink layer, yeah. So there we go. That should be our issue. Go ahead and let it load. Sometimes when you have a really big file, this file is actually pretty big. It does that. I wonder, let's go ahead and grab Rouge's pink. This is a much brighter pink. And we'll see if that stands out any better. Hold up. You know, that does stand out a bit better. It doesn't. We're definitely gonna have to change her skin color though. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna darken Rouge's color slightly. And yep, there we go. It stands out from her fur now. And name our layers, like always. What color are her eyes, actually? Her eyes are like a purple. Okay. Just gonna straight up color pick for my own sanity. Yeah. I clicked the wrong button again! I'm gonna have to get into the habit of turning off or changing these when I'm not using them. But there we go. She has her cute little eyes. I do think that's looking like ironmouse, though. Which, you know, was the goal. That was the stated purpose of this project. This, I was checking that right now. This is the same color as her hair. Next color, we're probably gonna have to do silver. Not Silver the Hedgehog, though. That was such a bad joke, I'm sorry. But we can go ahead and start adding this to her bells and to her piercing. The piercing on a tail is such a cute idea. Like, obviously, please do not do that to your actual animals, but in the context of a VTuber model, it's cute. There we go. Just about done. But look how much faster the shading process, or coloring process, excuse me, is going. We also need to go back to finish her microphone. This is a pink. I think it was like that. No, not quite. It's a lighter pink. Sorry about all the zooming out and zooming in, by the way. Do not mean to be causing anybody nausea. Go ahead and grab the dark to do here and here, actually, because I messed up. And then we can grab the secondary dark. Put that on another layer. And one more dark for her nose. And let me go ahead and go through our colors. Dark 2. I'm not super creative with my names, okay? Dark 3. It doesn't need to be creative, it just needs to be functional. And what am I forgetting? I feel like I'm... Oh, her mouth! That is something we gotta do, and we thankfully have a color right here. Doop. And it's not quite ironmouse yet, because we still need to add her hair color. Again, we're gonna color pick. And this time, like, how does it cover, actually? So it's the middle one. And I think that's the only purple she has on her... Why am I angry? Why am I depressed? Wow. Why am I blushing? What? I don't... Oh, I know what happened. I have my depressed and my blushy mapped to 2 and 3. So that's what happened. So I think that's it. We just have to add her hair color, like I said. Gonna go ahead and do this freehand. And just erase. How does it brush off, though? That's my question. So it looks like it doesn't brush off. It just sort of goes into a nice little streak. There we go. We just gotta clean this area up a bit. So that it is not crushing everything in its way. I think that's the only purple she has in her hair. It's just the one purple streak, but we're gonna double check because I have the memory of a fish. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks quite cute. Yeah, yeah. That does look right. I think I'm gonna push it up just a little bit higher and just have it taper off a bit more. How do Sonic characters freaking dye their hair, I wonder? Like, that has to be a thing, right? Like, not all of these characters are just born rainbow colored, right? That is the only... No, she has purple in her pigtails, too. But we don't actually have pigtails on her. We got her ears. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and either add stripes or... Bubble tea. I'm gonna either add stripes or streaks, so let's go ahead and play with that. So let me just raise this up a bit. Streak. I think the streak is going to be best. Let me just go ahead and change the type. Too far? There we go. And probably just another streak that's just a little bit less thick. Okay, I actually really like that. So let me go ahead and I think the only thing we have to, let me just note what this is we just said that we were going to go ahead and adjust her skin color. Because I do feel this yellow, oh shit, computer! I do think this yellow is a little bit too bright. So I'm not sure about white though, because if I do white, it's going to blend in with a lot of the other colors she has. Huh. I'm gonna go ahead and do... Let's go ahead and go to me really quick. Me, that's a really skin color. But then we're gonna go ahead and actually lighten it a little bit more, and I'm gonna raise the yellow. And we're gonna see how this looks. Yeah! Yeah, I think that works perfect. So yay, we have Iron Mouse colored now. Now for the next part. Hecking shading this shit. Because we're actually going to shade it on, yeah, we're going to shade it on stream today. Sweet, so you can actually see how I do the Sonic shading style. It is not super complicated actually. It's a lot easier than I think most people would probably realize. So, Sonic shading style. You're going to take an airbrush. Super soft. Why is this not working? Oh, what? Oh, I know why. Anyways, you're gonna take a super soft airbrush like this, and you're literally just shade, 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 shade. And as you can tell, I have this clipped, so it's only gonna draw on the pink layer. And I have it clipped underneath the purple, so you're not gonna be able to see it over the purple. But generally, it's just we want to get the general shade. Because if you look on it, it's shaded all the way around and then it has like a shine on it. Very simple shading, but very effective shading. See? Look how cute she looks. And then the next layer, like I said, is going to just go ahead and be a lighter. We're going to go ahead and reference Amy for that. And we are literally just gonna overlay. Something else that you can probably see in the way that they shade with Sonic is that they softly erase the edges of the shine towards the area where it becomes shadow. We're going to actually erase a little bit more here because we're going to cover it more with purple. But that's the general style for it. And helps it. This is particularly for the adventure style games, I'd like to note. Like, this isn't for every game, obviously. But it's just my favorite Sonic shading style. So that is why I lean towards it. This is from Sonic Mania, another game I really need to play. Like I said, I'm like behind on Sonic games, yo. Gonna go ahead and erase that. And you see we're already getting like some of the Sonic the Hedgehog vibes. We're getting that nice shade. Erase it where it would be darker. And you just sort of go along like that with every layer of the shading. So obviously she's having it on her face. This is the area that's the most exposed. So it's going to be the shiniest. Over here by the little doodad, I still don't know what it's called. It's going to go ahead and be a little darker. And same thing for this side, because we're presuming that her light is coming from this area here. Just because it's easier for me right now. But yeah, it's just generally the idea when you're going ahead and shading something like this. Coloring, shading, whatever the hell you want to call it. Gonna go ahead and lighten it here. Generally speaking, the shading and the lighting part is my favorite part of the art process. I really don't like just plain coloring and lining. So that's why I really wanted to make sure I got to this part in today's stream. Just so I can showcase my favorite part. Just remember, since we want it to be on the areas that are technically getting the most light, it doesn't need to be on every single surface. But for the sake of the Sonic A2 style, it is better if it's covering more surface area. Which is really interesting. Also, I did an oopsie right here. You don't want it to be a soft edge. You want it to be a hard edge with the backs of it softening out, not the whole thing. See? We're making progress. I'm pretty sure there's a way you could probably do this in which you use the same color and just like brighten it at the end. I'm not that smart. Or I mean, like, I think I am. But I don't really know to figure that out for today.
So we're doing it very basic today. Yeah.
And I think she's turning out really adorable. See? And something I do is I just like to lock layers when I'm done so I don't screw them up. Because that is something that happens to me fairly frequently. And I do not want to be caught dead doing that again. This skin, we go ahead and have it a little softer. I'm just gonna go ahead and color pick mine and just lighten it up a bit. And that should be good enough to make this very nice. Oh wait, that's way too, and am I clipped? I'm clipped, okay. There we go. And this does create like kind of, I guess you can say like an illusion of a nice blush on her face. And something I noticed is it's not as present in the ears as it is other places. Like I didn't even shade. Obviously I did my shading for myself off stream, but it's just not as present and I'm not too sure why. But this is actually looking like a Sonic character now, full shading and everything. I do find it a little uncanny how much this skin looks like skin. Just a little uncanny for me. But it's not too bad. Just gonna go ahead and lighten this up to go ahead and do these edges. These ones are gonna be like a lot less obvious because the skin itself is already so light. But it's still nice to have these little accents. You don't really notice them unless you take the picture in as a whole. But it's still nice, you know? You do notice the absence of them though, I'll tell you that right now. Like I was, when I was shading the other one, I didn't even realize I had mucked up until like towards the end that I was forgetting to shade in a lot of spaces and it just looked off. You get me? There we go. All the way there. That's another layer. And once you get the hang of this, it starts to go a lot faster because obviously you're picking up on this faster. I notice that they do tend to shade black colors a lot harder. Like they go much like, even if it's like a fairly not too dark color, they will shade it as if it was a lot darker. But you know, just interesting. I wish I could pick the brains of the people who made this and like decide like what made them decide on this particular style and all the accents and whatnot. That's solid back, we can't touch that. I have no idea where the song is from, TBH. Go ahead and just deal with the... I don't even know what her shoe wear is here. I just tried to like adapt it best I could and it just kind of looks funny. It looks about as funny as mine does. Like, I don't know how it would work functionally. We're not here trying to make it work functionally. We're here trying to make it work cute, okay? Trying to make it look Sonic-y. I'm sorry, but this vaguely sounds like the Arthur theme to me, and I can't quite explain why. There you go, boob shine. Gotta have the boob shine. The booba shine. I think this is looking adorable. Oh, hell. I'm dumb. It's the same one as her horns. I'm gonna have to go back and fix that. Ah! Listen, I'm not a smart fox, okay? I am a very dumb fox. I make stupid decisions all of the time. Literally, all of the time. But we learn from our mistakes, right? Sometimes. Like, we learn from our mistakes a little bit, right? The important thing is, I think, obviously it doesn't look like official art, but I do think I did a pretty good job with her. Let me just color pick the black again. and go ahead and fix this. And we can go ahead and go back and add the shine too. Yeah. There we go. That looks a bit better. Especially because I imagine her horns would have more shine because they do seem to be made of something like that material. Although I noticed, like, looking at that, it seems to have more like a pink reflection on it, which must be from her hair, but it's still an interesting choice. You can just, like, straight up color pick from this one. There we go. Go ahead and just add a little bit of that shade again. Fun fact, the only place you'll find like really hard shading is with the eyes. With this area right here on the sclera. If you look, that's the only really place that they have like the super hard shading. They tend, oops, wrong button. They tend to focus on this lighter shading for most of their gloves and other white accents. Again, just really interesting art style. I think that's all of the white. We can go ahead and move to the highlight, which, what's the highlight of white? It's white. So, you know, it's a little counteractive, but whatever. Whatever. And this will make this stand out a little bit more and make it look less muddy. But, you know, you don't want their gloves to be muddy. I want there to be like a canon explanation for why they have gloves. Like, I've explained like the logistical reason that every Sonic character has gloves, but I'd like there just to be a canon explanation as to why this style is particularly popular. It would be funny, right? I think it'd be hilarious. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Pink 2. This is just going to be a little bit of a darker shade of pink. You know, nothing too crazy. A lot of airbrushing, which, you know, I actually find really relaxing, just doing the airbrushing process. Like I said before too, I'm not going to be adding the plaid to her pants because I don't realistically think a Sonic character would have that in their design. And we're totally trying to be realistic. Can't hear the song without thinking of the remix. What remix? I don't even know the song. I'm behind on my Sonic lore. I'm sorry. Go ahead and just lighten up the areas. I think she looks adorable. And I'm probably gonna put another poll on my Twitter asking like which Sonic character, or not Sonic, which VTuber character do you want to see made into a Sonic character? Although, something I was jokingly thinking about was making Sonic the Hedgehog characters into VTubers. So like designing them as cute anime boys and anime girls. That's an idea I was playing with because I thought that'd be kind of funny. Eyes have the same principle as the rest of the Kara. Although I noticed that they seem to make the eye, like the shade for the eye, a lot darker than everything else. I think there also seems to be like a hard line in there too. Something like that. Go ahead and drop that there. Color pick. Lighten up.
Hey kids, could you lighten up, please?
I don't even watch freaking Simpsons. Just seen that meme everywhere. Cause this is silver, not the character. Gonna go ahead and make it actually, it's gonna have more than one layer of shading, like comparatively. Instead of just doing this, I'm gonna do like a darker airbrush too, just to give it more of a shine. I don't actually know if they do that in Sonic, but it's just something I like to do whenever I'm drawing a metal. I was thinking of actually putting metal on myself, on my own model for that reason. But I couldn't decide where. The song is a banger. I couldn't actually decide where. Okay, loading, loading, loading. Thank you. I definitely wouldn't say I'm like an expert at this style. At the Sonic style. But I'm definitely learning. I want to improve at this style a lot because it's an entertaining and it's quite a nice style to do. Fairly simple, but with like a lot of room to do fun stuff with it. I do think that drawing Sonic characters as VTubers would be really funny. Just make them freaking anime boys. Like, they're kind of anime boys, just different genre of anime boy. Which dark is this? This is the super dark, okay. Oh, what? Yeah, okay. Sorry, I just was thinking something in my head. And got a little confuzzled. But all is well. I forgot to shade that area. Oh heck. Oh no. Oh no. We'll deal with that in a second. It was this pink that I forgot to shade on. Right here. Because I forgot they had the same layer mapped on them. For the sake of my life, since this is such a small area, I'm just gonna do it like this. Do it really fast, you know? Pray to Arceus nobody notices! I mean, obviously you guys noticed, but you guys aren't gonna tell anyone, right? Let's go ahead and draw that. That's looking really nice. Yes, yes. Go ahead and just lighten this up significantly. Forgot to clip that. That's why you clip shit. There you go. Yep. That's a mic. Her nose, and we are almost done. La nariz de ella. Go ahead and just make this a lot smaller. Actually, I think we're just gonna have to do hard black for that. Same layer, cause same thing. There you go. And her mouth. La la. Like, I'm referencing Cream's mouth, just she's the only one who has their mouth open. Go ahead and darken it a little bit for right there. And we're gonna do one light line to suggest the shape of her tongue. And that is Iron Mouse. As a literal mouse. Shut up! I'm not doing it again. We'll do another person on Tuesday. I want to have like 4 of these in total, I think. But anyways, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you have a good rest of your night. You take care of yourself. You drink plenty of water. You get plenty of sleep, which I'm not going to do any of these things because I don't take my own advice. But I hope you guys take care in any case. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Good night.